Yeah, that's me, climbing over barbed wire. I'm really not supposed to be here, but I just couldn't stay away. You see that house there in the distance, that old farmhouse? They call it Brukel. It's where my grandmother grew up. Sure, that was a long time ago and the world has changed so much since then, but that farmhouse, it pretty much stayed the same. It was left behind, abandoned. Now, I really don't know any more details, but I do know a lot of its stories. My grandmother made sure I did. Tales of a time gone by that absolutely fascinated me all my life. So much even that this summer, I decided to visit the old place. To take some pictures. Who knows, maybe I could bring some of my grandmother's memories back to life.
Hey everyone, Amber from the Vault here. Welcome to Brukel. And as you just heard in that intro, this is a game about the life of a man's grandmother back in Belgium. It is told through her own words, so I'm going to be talking over some of it, so I'm going to apologize about that ahead of time. But this is an under $5 game coming in at just $4.99, though I have seen it as cheap as $1.24. I really wanted to play this game. It's definitely more walking simulator, but it is a part of history, and it's this person's story. At the time of making this game, the grandmother was 92 years old, which is really interesting to me and just very heartwarming. So let's go ahead and jump in. We'll start a new game.
Good thing that front door was unlocked. Let's take some pictures.
Okay, can I turn the light? Oh, there we go.
Looks like
Cool.
electricity is still working.
That's interesting. Okay. Okay, so look at our phone. Once you find an item, take a picture with the camera. When in camera mode, drag the mouse to look around. Oh, okay. Use the camera button to take a picture. If your picture matches the item in the list, and frames it correctly, then the picture will be added to it and an interview audio will play. Okay, and the interview audio, as I understand, is not in English, so I will be speaking over it, so I apologize about that. Let's take an incorrect picture first and see what happens.
Yeah, maybe take another picture.
Okay, so if we don't take the right one, he tells us we have to, so let's do it again. All right, so this is the stove. Oh, we can center in on it a little bit more. We can zoom in. Okay. So maybe just here. And in there stood what we called a cuisinier. That's a kind of stove that's only good for cooking because it does not get off much heat. Okay, so you can't use it for heat. Got it. And what were those drawers for? The drawers? Well, you could put anything in there that you wanted to keep warm. Say you have something cold, then you put it in there and it'll warm it up. These days you have microwaves, but that didn't exist back then. We still managed to keep our food warm though. Okay, so I did try to look it up. I am totally still going to butcher it. It's a cuisinier. I only speak English and Spanish, and that's what's coming out right now. So that's what we're looking at here. So I found this stove with the drawers in the living room. They used to call it a cuisinier, which is French for cook. I listened to the audio files, and it seems that the drawers were used to keep food warm. Okay. Oh, and we can replay it if we want to. I see. Okay. So you found your first item. So more items have been added. Read them by opening your cell phone's list and try to photograph them all. All right, so there's more stuff in here. So lack of electricity, laundry room, master bedroom. Lots of stuff for us to look for. So at this point, I guess we just start to look around. I love this idea of taking the memories of people and putting them into like a game. I really like that idea. Especially, so I've been involved in education for years, and this is a way that people like me would learn really well. Would have a better chance of learning. I wonder if this is a real photo. I'm guessing it probably is. I can't, let's see. Oh, I can crouch. Okay. Yeah. It's going to be so much to find in here. Let's keep walking around. Oh, the plates. I feel like plates are such a lost.
Was that the wind or did somebody just shut that door?
Are there ghosts? Are there ghosts? I wasn't prepared for ghosts if there are ghosts. Door's locked, so. Guess we're going upstairs. It's dark up here. Maybe. Those light fixtures, though. Those are beautiful. The trash makes me sad, although it's logical, because if you have an abandoned area, people tend to break in and leave trash behind. But I have another picture here. Is that maybe of Grandma? It's like a piece of paper down here. Can I not pick that up? I want to. No, I guess not. Maybe, am I supposed to? All right, let's take some pictures. I'm not sure if this is one of the rooms I'm supposed to take a picture of. Let's see. What do we have? Large family, Bertha, lack of tough childhood. Let's see. I don't know if it is. Let's see. This feels like something you might take a picture of.
Yeah, maybe
No?
take another picture.
Okay. What about of Jesus here? Maybe take a picture of him?
Even though the house is filled with these crosses, I'm pretty sure they had a lot more back in the days.
Yeah.
It's getting dark in here. I should turn on some lights.
I already did. Okay, I guess there's more.
I think that's Saint Dimpna.
Saint
If I
Dimphna.
remember correctly, she's the reason why the people of Hill would take in the mentally ill and care for them.
Oh.
Just wish I had some audio of my grandmother talking about that.
Hey, is Grandma not here anymore? Because maybe we could get some? And Bertha was really like a mother for the children. That was really the way it was. And she was beautiful. Oh, she is beautiful. And she was no airhead, you know, a competent woman. If anything happened, Dad would always say, "You should ask her. Bertha will take care of it." Bertha, when Gran's mother died far too young, her eldest, but still teenage sister Bertha took over most of the household tasks while their father worked in the field. According to Gran, Bertha saved the family on more than one occasion. Oh. All right, let's see. So we have Bertha. So I bet you downstairs I was supposed to probably take a picture of that, and I didn't even think about it. I don't think this is going to get us anything picture-wise, but we can try. Might as well.
I don't know.
Okay, I wish we could keep the camera up. Can we move a little quicker? We can. Okay. Let's go back down to that picture of the gentleman. Oh, here it is. Let's take a picture of this. I bet you I just didn't do it. When he came to live with us, he was a man of, yes, Hefke, about 40 years. And those were very poor people. But our dad had heard about him, and he said that he could put him to good use. This picture could be of the famous, I'm not certain, Hefke, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. I apologize if I butchered that. One of the farm hands they used to have. This mustachioed man certainly seems to fit with the description I got for the guy. All right. And then maybe we just take a picture of this room? I know we could look at the list and probably...
I don't know about that one.
I'm sure if I looked at the list, I could see more things, but I just want to take pictures. Now, maybe these things we can touch. Looks like some kind of grinder. Let's see. Let's look at our list again. So we've got laundry, master bedroom, bathroom, grandfather, farmhouse painting, large family, lack of electricity, Luvian stove, maybe, tough childhood bicycle, bacon pit. Oh, bacon pit. Is that where you literally cook bacon in there? Because that's really interesting. Oh.
Already? I need more pictures though.
Oh, that's like a basement. Is this not? I thought that maybe this was laundry. Oh, didn't mean to go down the stairs.
Yeah, maybe take another picture.
Ah, they called it a stand. You used to use it to make butter. It had this thing that you had to turn. The ston. Sorry, she said ston. I think this is the object that Gran referred to as the butter ston. It's a big barrel with a handle that they used to make butter. I really was not expecting for it to still be here, but I'm glad that it is. Okay, I thought this would be for laundry. I don't know why. I guess in my brain, it looked like a laundry machine, a washing machine or something like that. Okay, before we go downstairs, let's finish upstairs. There was one room down there that I don't think we went into, but I don't know if it opened or not, if it was just me not being able to open it for some reason. Oh, here we go. Here's some photos. Some gentlemen here. And your grandfather also helped out every once in a while during the harvest, yes. And after a while, well, I ended up marrying him. Oh, the second guy from the left is my grand's husband, my grandfather. It's funny to see him without his typical flat cap. He always wore one whenever I saw him. Oh. I always wonder if you know, those love stories from our grandparents, are they the good ones, the really cute ones, or are they the he showed up at my house every day ones? But that one seems cute. Could you imagine living in a place where it was this dark? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for modern conveniences. Can we just take a moment to be appreciative of what we have now? Dang. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe take another picture.
Okay. I didn't know if the whole room was a picture we wanted, but I'm pretty sure we want a picture of this. This is probably big family. Oh, you know what? Let's take it from back here where the light's a little bit better. I'm assuming this is big family. That's going the opposite as I expected. Okay. Yes, I was 15 and my sister Bertha was 16. Renee was the eldest, but he was a guy. But for us as girls, 15 and 16 years old. Well, you know, I was about to become 15. I was in my last year of secondary school, but I never got to finish. Isn't that true for so many of people's grandparents? Maybe that. Oh, okay. A rosary, or a paternoster, as we called it. After every 10 beads, you had to read the Lord's Prayer. And for the white ones, you prayed a Hail Mary. And you know what? That was every day that we did that. We felt that that was a normal thing to do. That was how things were for farmers like us. We're not of this day and age anymore. We never skipped and went to church every Sunday. And every time the church would be filled with people. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? We have a master bedroom, bathroom, laundry, farmhouse paintings. Let's keep going. I don't know if I'll do all of them or not. I'm going to be honest, I want to play through this. I've been waiting to do this one because I'm really interested just in like the history of it. I really like games where you kind of get a little bit of a view into someone's life or into history in general. I don't know, I'm really into that. It is so dark in here. It's quite incredible.
Looks like squatters have been living here or something.
That's what I figured. Yeah, okay. Oh, they defaced Jesus. Their mothers must not have taught them you don't deface Jesus. Oh, look at the dolls. Are the dolls on here? Oh, toys. Yeah, I bet you that's it. Those were fancy dolls. They were only nice to look at, and no one ever played with them. Yes, we were raised very serious. The stores were not filled with toys back then. Hey, we did not have time to play because we had to work. We were the eldest and the most grown up, me and Bertha. We basically ran the entire farm. I did the kitchen, always cooking and preparing food, and Bertha did the laundry and everything that came with that. And we did that for every day for 12 people. Oof. Doll. So it seems they had a bunch of dolls in the Brukel farmhouse. I want to say family farmhouse for some reason, sorry, but they were not meant to play with. They were just there to dress up their fanciest room of the house. Honestly, I just find them creepy as heck. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of dolls. I don't get the doll thing personally, but I was not a doll kid. I was a kid who played with race cars and video games. I had a Sega Genesis and I loved it. That was our fancy room, and there stood a Luvian stove. You could all sit around it. It was oblong and it had a pot on it, and you could put your feet on it. Yes, that Luvian stove was great at warming up a room. You realize that we did not have central heating, right? Yeah, Again, thankful for what we have. Okay, I do not know what is going on here, but there actually is still a Luvian stove in this house, even though Gran mentioned her brother took it. It does have an amazing shape. What an interesting object. I wonder if maybe, like, oh, gee, yeah, this is how religion used to be in every farm. And a sacred heart. Everybody had one. Every single farmer had one. Ours was the centerpiece of the top of our hearth. Yes, a sacred heart. And then on each side, a candle next to it. And that was how things were. Sacred Heart, a painting of the Sacred Heart. Gran still has a bunch of similar religious objects in her house. I wonder sometimes if she ever got upset with Mom when her grandchildren stopped going to church. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't a big fan. What can I say? That's very common. TV, just a random TV. I assume you don't want a picture of this, but just for the hell of it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no.
Picture.
Yeah, no. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you didn't want to say anything else about the squatters. Oh, this goes up. Okay, interesting. There we go. Okay. Well, it's like a dining room? Slow bear, yo props. Okay. What the heck room would this be?
Yeah,
No.
maybe take another picture.
Crib, that was my... Oh, her mom was dying from double pneumonia. And there was no medicine for that. If only they had those back then, they would have saved her. And we had 3 children that got bottled milk. And when our mom was dying, the youngest sat in the crib next to her bed. Well, I can conjure some vague images, but it's hard to give you any detail. My sister Annie said that she can't tell anything about it. And my brother Sel was always cried because he never knew her. Sel was the youngest. He was a baby then. Can you imagine that? No, I can't. This creepy old crib is a great object to reference Gran's childhood. It is amazing how she and her older sister Bertha ended up raising their 5 youngest siblings when they were teens themselves. I didn't even see the crib. I was looking at the table. Jeez. Okay. Let's take a look at our list.
There's a lot of useful stuff still in here.
Yeah, there is. Master bedroom, bathroom, laundry, farmhouse painting, lack of electricity, bicycle, bacon pit, and cook. Okay, there's more things in the basement. It's quite the drop from there. It's an interesting... I wonder if that's because of the game or if that's realistic to actually how intense that step would have been. Okay, let's try this door again. I think the first time I tried to open it, it didn't open, but maybe... Gosh, look how dark that is. Nope, it is definitely closed. Okay. Oh, here's the bicycle. I walked right past it. Okay. Bicycle. I always helped to gather hay and told my dad, hey, I would really like to have a bicycle. I don't have one. I was 16, maybe 17 years old. All right, fine, you can have a bicycle. When we are done with the hay, we'll see. So me and my dad went to buy one. And I was really happy. Oh. This is so sweet. It makes me wish that I could... My grandfather's gone, but it makes me wish that I could ask him questions. I wish I would have thought of that when I was younger, but unfortunately we don't know what we have until we lose it. I was born in a farmhouse named Brukel. It was very well known. If you said, oh, the one's from Brukel. Brukel? Yes, that was us. I was born there in 1925. Painting of Brukel. I found a painting of the Brukel farmhouse. Apparently the farmhouse was built before the 1300s and it was originally inhabited by monks. It's really cool. Let me look at our list one more time.
I'm gonna complete my entire list.
I think we will. Master bedroom, bathroom, laundry, lack of electricity, bacon pit. Okay. I think we actually might finish it all. Now this makes me uncomfortable.
These old stairs really aren't made for somebody my height.
Yeah. Where's the master bedroom? We haven't seen that yet. Whoa, what's going on here? Maybe it's a butchering table? Could be a butchering table. Now that my initial shock is wearing off, that would make sense. Is this anything? Is this like a cook?
Maybe take another picture. Oh,
No?
I really hope it's not blood on the table.
Yeah. It could be, though.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, think about it. It definitely could be.
That's a great picture.
My grandpa had a farm and he used to butcher the chickens. That was his job growing up in the Great Depression. So I can imagine. He doesn't like, or didn't like, excuse me. I still talk about him as if he's alive sometimes, I realized. But he didn't like chickens because he said that they were evil. The stand and milk machine were there. Both of them were at the moose. What's a moose? A moose? It's a place where they called the moose. It was like a nickname for any other, the moose. In my brain, I'm thinking of the moose, as in the cows. Milk machine. I found this peculiar red contraption that seems to meet Gran's description of the milk machine. It looks gorgeous, but I have no idea how it worked. Shame Gran did not explain it a little better in the audio excerpt I have. So it is. They just nicknamed it, like, for the cows. They just nicknamed it. That's really cute. I love that. Let me look at that list one more time. Laundry, bathroom, master bedroom, beacon pit. Maybe one of these. I took a picture earlier, but...
Yeah, maybe take another picture. Oh, I don't know about that one.
Sometimes it's hard to know. No.
I don't know.
What's this?
Oh, I don't know about that one.
I was thinking maybe it was the actual... No? Okay. Assuming we don't need to take a picture of anything outside, but... Nothing like these. Oh, and we had nice plates on the mantle. That was common among farmers like us. Beautiful plates. It really was very pretty. I found a bunch of plates with blue artwork on it. I think that the city of Delft in the Netherlands is famous for this kind of pottery. The one with the basket is my favorite. All right. So... looks like we're just adding more things rather than getting things crossed off our list. Maybe, is this something I should take a picture of? No. Maybe if I back up? No?
I don't know about that one. Those flowers are dying, but they can't have been here for a long time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone else did. Maybe this big thing? Wardrobe. And when I see your brother Bert, he looked just like my dad. Bert. He was also a dark-haired, handsome man. When he was 80 years old, he still had hair. How's that even possible? I mean, that makes sense. Both of my grandfathers had hair in their 80s. They were mostly bald on top, but wardrobe. I did not see any fancy old clothing in this house, but this gorgeous antique wardrobe would work just as well to tell the story of how Gran's dad used to groom himself. I wonder if my brother will laugh at the reference when he hears the audio I have for it. So there's still quite a bit for us to take photos of. Obviously, it keeps adding more things to my list rather than taking them off, so there's more to be seen. I want to know how I get into that room, though, over there.
Before I can head out.
How do I get into here? Is there any way to, like, push it open? No? Okay. I tried. Can't blame me for that, for not trying. Can't go up back either. Okay. There must be something I'm missing. So I missed something. We tried to take a picture of that. We tried to take a picture of this room, and I didn't get anything. But let's try more. Well, what's this? What's this? Maybe this is something, and I just didn't get it. I'm sure I'm missing stuff. Ah, yes, that's the washing barrel with the spinning handle, one of the first that existed. Electrical ones did not exist yet. Bertha would always hang our clothes to dry. But I would help spin the laundry, of course. That being said, we quickly got an electric washer once we got electricity. That was a huge relief for us. With so many people. Yeah, that's a lot of laundry. Gran mentioned a washing barrel with a handle that they used to clean their clothes. It must have taken hours to wash your clothes with this. I guess. I mean, also, were we worried about our clothes being as clean back then? We had 2 horses. We also had a racehorse, a beautiful one. And I often rode it. Fast. From the Brukel where you now live to where you now live, excuse me, that was my round. And Bertha always said, Bee is going to get into an accident with that horse. She was always scared. But that horse knew my language, like you would not believe. This horse saddle will do to tell the story of how important horses were still back in those days, and how much my gran used to love them. Apparently, she was quite an equestrian. Okay. Can I take a picture of this note, maybe? No.
I don't know.
No. Won't tell me what it is then. There's obviously still some photos for us to be taking. Let's do one more quick look through. Did I miss any obvious things? There's bound to be more. Maybe the flour sacks? And what about the mentally challenged? We only had Tojak back then. Those guys are a bit insane, you know. You know what he used to do? He powdered his face with flour. The kind that you give to cows. And then he would go to church. And then he would say, "You have flour on your face again." And he'd go, "Sure, why not?" So we let him be. The people of Geel are used to guys like him. Tojak's bag of flour. This big bag of flour is perfect to introduce Tojak's story. It's fantastic how the people of Geel have always opened their homes and hearts to the mentally ill and cared for them. It is very sweet. Anything with these?
I don't know about that one.
I like that not everything is on the list, that there is other things that aren't.
I don't know about that one.
Okay, anything else in here? I feel like I'm definitely missing some things. Well, I know I am. I shouldn't say I feel like, because I know I'm missing some things.
Wow, it's pitch black out there.
Sure is. I'm assuming that the 11% on our battery maybe indicates how much we have left to take photos of, because I'm going to be honest, if this man only has 11% on his battery in real life, I'm very concerned about him. Maybe this is... lanterns and lamps, oil lamps. We had to light the house with them at night. For many years. Then we finally got electricity. And that was such a relief. I still remember the day they installed it. Once we had it, we cleaned up everything. We put up nice wallpapers, and it became cozy. We did all of that ourselves. Oil lamp. This antique oil lamp is a good way to illustrate the lack of electricity in Gran's early years. These days we take it for granted, but electricity really changed people's lives back then. It did. It absolutely did. Okay, one more attempt here. What about this little chamber pot? Yes, well, you know, we used a piss pot, and in the morning we took it to the toilet outside because the toilet was an outhouse. That was a pretty sizable pot, you know? And yes, we had about 3 or 4 of them. We needed that many. That might sound strange to you, but that was very normal to me. Chamber pot. Imagine that. The house did not have an interior bathroom or toilet, so people used these pots that they would then pour into the toilet outside. That's why I thought we could go outside, because I was like, I'm pretty sure it's an outhouse. So at some point we must be able to get outside. Not sure what else there is in here, though. Obviously missed something else, because just for the heck of it, let's take a picture. As you run out of things to say to me because I'm stupid. I'm just trying to make sure that that's a chamber pot again. All right. Ooh, I hope that's not blood on the sheets. Maybe retry that? No? Okay. No more comments. All right, so we've obviously missed some things, but I do wonder if we're not going to go outside, because... and when my mother got worse, she died. And then Bertha and I had to raise the others. Bertha was 16 and I was 14. Bertha did laundry, and I did the kitchen, always cooking food. Oop, I didn't read that. Shoot, sorry. Frying pan. This picture of a huge old frying pan should do to convey how Gran spent a lot of her life preparing food for her entire family.
Let's get out of here and make do with what I have.
When her mother passed away, she and her sister Bertha simply had to take over these tasks. Can we maybe go outside now, though? Okay, no, okay. Well, it seems like that's it.
Oh, look, it's a coffee grinder. I used to play with one of these when I was a kid.
It looks like those are all the photos that we're taking. There's still things on the list, though, I believe. Master... Ah, it opened!
Whoa. Isn't that door supposed to be locked?
Yeah, I thought it was too, but guess what? It's not! Cool, okay. Oh, this game is longer than I thought. An incredible sight.
Huh, that water pump looks exactly like the one that we had at my parents' house.
Nothing more at the water pump? Okay. Alright. And we're not getting out of here. Maybe the pitchfork?
That's a really cool bull feeder, but I just want to go home. Let's get out of here.
I think it wants you to see something, bro. I don't think we're going to be getting out of here. No. Can't light the candle. Oh! One morning when Bertha and I were milking the cows, it was, say, 7 a.m. And then one of our mentally ill farm hands, the oldest, he was always helping carry the milk. All of a sudden, he said, "What an incredible sight. There are a bunch of..."
What year was that? I don't remember recording that.
Oh. Okay, so we're back to just candles. So this must be where we have the trauma come in for Grandma. Oh boy. Carry the milk. There was a bunch of Germans coming out of the colony.
Oh, shit. There's someone there. No! Gotta get out of here. Who's that? Hello?
She said come here, so come on, let's just go. I have a feeling we need to escape.
Oh, this can't be good.
Ooh. We were hiding in a shelter in the field. But it was only less than 3 feet wide. Basically just a ditch with some wood and some patches of grass on top. Because you would not dare stay in the house. They shot our barn on fire. We can't use our phone anymore. Photos. So I do feel like we still missed some things on that list, but I guess it's all right, So they ran into our house. About 10 or more Germans. You couldn't even imagine how startled. One of those men grabbed me by the arm and said, almost, I don't know what that means. Come with me? Maybe? Come with me? Probably. Oh boy. I had to come with him. And he said, but I had no idea what zwiebels were. Apparently it meant onions. Now, Koften, I know that meant potatoes. So onions and potatoes. Clean the onions and bake them with the potatoes. For 12 men. Cook. Oh, we're supposed to cook. Okay. So I baked them. I completely filled the frying pan. Okay. I mean, I filled it. Now what though? Do I need to light this or something? I don't know how to do any of that, so I hope not. No? Okay. So I filled the frying pan. Then they told me to put them on the table. What do I see? I see only one soldier. The one that had ordered me. Okay. He ate that entire pan all by himself. Can you believe that? That really happened. Okay. What door just opened? Oh god, that's the door I came in through. Let's get out of here. Oh, he's speaking English, I forgot. We're down in that oh, the cellar children. We're down in that, like, larder area.
Oh, this can't be good.
Guys, Grandma went through it. I feel like all we can do is just get low and stay quiet, huh? Then it was quiet again. And then you decided to open it because your lungs were filling with smoke. And we had a bucket of water and patches of cloth to put water on our mouths for fresh air. So then I pulled open that door and I see khaki costumes. So I say, hey, the English are at Colin's place. No way, they said. The Germans were here just now. No, those are the English. I saw them. All khaki costumes. Well, whatever. Get back in here, they said. And shut the door again. There's not much we can do. Oh, hi. Hello. Water. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So 5 minutes passed, and the door opened. What? The English. 2 Englishmen and 1 more person. And those English, they threw in chocolate. What? Chocolate? Just threw in ration chocolate? Okay.
Okay. This is not real. This is not real.
Stories from the front. Flour. Okay. So there was flour. Oh, here it is. And I remember clearly we were milking the cows, and then 3 Englishmen, Joseph, Cyril, and Patty. I will never forget that. They had spent the night at our place. So they were still there the next morning. And Joseph helped us to milk the cows. One of the Englishmen, they had brought a lot of supplies. Flour, chocolate. A clock want 5 photographer drinking or was Westminster Cross Fork. Okay. Can't leave. Nope. Maybe let's take a picture of the chocolate. Maybe that's what we're supposed to do. No? Well, the food? Might also just be waiting. I'm not sure. Little creepy dolls, although that one kind of reminds me of Belle. Okay. Is there anything on our list now? Oh! OM4 toes. Tomatoes? Tomatoes? I'm guessing? And you know what our youngest did? We stored tomatoes upstairs. They threw those tomatoes to the English. They liked that. They loved to eat them. They sure do. And in return, they gave them chocolate. They laughed about it, but how they loved their tomatoes. And milk as well. They loved to drink that. Of course they did. It was fresh from the cow. Heard a door. Okay, let's check the list. Envelope. Okay, so there should be an envelope around here. Maybe. See booze. Bread? Can bread be an envelope? Probably not. No. Their heads are turning. That's not okay. That's not acceptable. I have no idea what envelope means. Unless envelope opener? This is a knife, though. It's a bread knife, not a... Okay. It definitely says envelope. Let's just, for the hell of it, take some photos and see what happens. Creepy doll staring at me. Bike tire. Oh, bike wheel. Your bicycle is gone. Because Martha had gone with Renee to Wilder's. Because you could get sugar there. And the Germans were about to retreat there. And Martha said they came to us. And yes, they both had to hand over their bikes, which included mine. And Martha, she did not stop crying. Because that was our bicycle, or that was your bicycle, excuse me. And I owned it for maybe a week. Brand new, that happened to me. The rotten assholes left with it. Oh, Grandma. I still need an envelope. Guess we could do. Jesus? The cross? We just take some random pictures and see what pops up. It's not the doll, even though I feel like the creepy dolls looking at us should be. There's a photo over here. Hold on. I missed that earlier. And the Germans took everything with them. Bicycles, horses, and Blomke, who was another farmhand. He had taken the big horse to his place. But we still had the runner at ours. And Dad said, "B, go hide the runner in the Brukel ditch. If they see him, we will lose him." I said, "Isn't that strange?" I stood there with him for half a day. And that horse did not move one bit. He knew I was hiding him. A horse is so smart. And then Dad arrived and he said, "B, you can come out. The Germans are gone." When or something flower they wanted sacred buried heart meat cloth. So I feel like we should be able to take a picture of the Sacred Heart then, right? Let's take a picture of Jesus, maybe? No? Okay. Obviously the words are getting all mixed up. Still don't know what envelope is, and I'm feeling really stupid. Nothing here. No. Nothing here. We already did the tomatoes. I'm feeling so stupid about the envelope. Oh, okay. Oh, this open. Oh, that's why I couldn't find the dang envelope. Okay. Let's get closer to it, I guess. Ooh. And Patty, whenever there were English planes, often hundreds of them, Patty would say, "Oh, my broder, my broder." He had two brothers who were pilots, and one of his sisters had died during the war back in England. He had gotten a letter about it. Hospital Splatter has 484 horse picture of 9 years from. Is that milk? I think that's milk. I keep trying to press control, sorry. Milk. Is that what's in the picture, maybe? Is that what's in the picture? Oh, wait, no, that looks like milk. I've never seen milk in a bowl before. We had a pot of milk there. That's another strange story. We were about to drink our milk, and the Germans, they started shooting. They fired through our door, through the pot and through the closet, and milk spilled across the entire table. Okay, assholes. All right, so the next one is whiskey. You know where that one is, because I kept seeing it. Then we had the English at our place, and in the evening they brought casks of whiskey. Now one of them was an officer. Patty and Joseph, we knew them. Cyril too. Well, yes, they were all drinking as well. They got drunk. And then Chuck, Gefke, my dad, all drunk as pigs. So I ran to them and I said, "Have you lost your mind or what?" I said, "The entire house is filled with drunk men. What is going to happen to us?"
What? No!
The English officer. Okay.
That's my grandfather in his flat cap. What is going on here?
I don't know. The ghost again? Oh. Now that officer, he wanted the other room for himself. Now before he went upstairs, he took off his revolver and him opened it and showed us that it was loaded. He showed that to us. Now he carelessly put it down on the floor in front of the closet. I remember it well. Okay. No. Pretty sure that's on fire. And, okay. And my sister Simone, she saw it lying there, and she pushed it with her foot. She pushed that revolver underneath the closet. Got a mother and a father, I'm assuming, and then there's the baby crib. Do we maybe go back down? Just candles. Now the officer came back down drunk as a pig because he forgot where he put his revolver. He was missing it. And Simone, I'm not sure how you said it, pointed at it. Am I supposed to go get it? Because it was in the cupboard. Oh. There it is. And you know, he took the revolver and he went back upstairs with his revolver. And your grandfather, well, we had become a couple by then. He went to look for himself. Or he went to look for him, excuse me. Oh. Hi, Grandpa, maybe? Or are you supposed to be the... And I said, Sel, I told you so many times. Stay out of that room. The officer grabbed him, and he put the revolver on your grandfather's chest. And we yelled through the window. The officer wants to shoot. Patty. Do not kill your grandfather. Okay, wasn't planning on it. Personally loved my grandfather, and immediately they were in there. They flew upstairs and they grabbed him. And your grandfather could not say a word. He was as pale as a corpse, in shock. He had barely escaped his death there. Man. And they would always come out of the colony next to us, and they would be singing On the Weird Front against England. I still know the song very well. And that's when the battle started. Run. Run where? Run where? There, I guess. Oh, okay. Hey, and we ran through it. Oh! In 1944, Bea and her sisters ran through the crossfire. Maybe the soldiers tried to miss them on purpose, but they were probably very lucky. You, however, were not. You did not reach the stable in time and eventually were shot. I did not make it, so now we're going to try to run here. Hey, we ran through it, and you don't know that you are doing it. You do it, but you do not realize, because you have been living in a shooting for hours. Oh, if you wanted to, we would have been killed. And we said, quick. Quick, because the first Germans, we said we were quickly going to put mattresses in the horse stable. Because by then, they already sat in the trenches. And they started a fire! Oh my god. Okay. When Bea prayed for her act of contrition under the mattress, she had good reason for it. The stable was about to be hit by cannon shells and the mattresses saved their lives. You should not have left its safety. Try again. Yes, let's do that again. I didn't realize we were supposed to get under the mattresses. Quickly, because the Germans, they started to fire. Again with those tanks. And then those bullets. They flew over our bodies like this. The whole place was filled with sulfur from the bullets. And we were buried underneath it. And then we said to each other, we are praying our act of contrition because this is where we'll die. And then they shot the barn on fire. JFK saw it. Directly at the ridge tiles of the barn. And there was so much grain in there. Oh, it was the biggest harvest we ever had. And of course it burnt like hell. It was all gone. Everything that was in there. There was a pig with its piglets in there as well. All the machinery, the threshing mill, everything. Everything burned to ashes. Oh. Am I just supposed to stand here? I feel like I'm not. Those rotten bastards destroyed everything. Okay. Yep, I will follow you wherever you want to go. Bertha. Oh, she was 29 years old when she died. Oh. And Verlutzen told me, the doctor, that Bertha got that from being scared. Down. Oh, sorry, I went through that. Oh, Bertha, it's safe now.
As I left the farmhouse, I try to make sense of it all. Were the events that happened to me that night real, or just some bad dream? Honestly, I don't think it really matters. What matters is that we will never forget. All these stories took place such a long time ago, and they've become easy to forget, as if nothing ever happened. The real Brukel farmhouse? Well, it has long been renovated. The new coat of paint covers up everything and makes it hard to imagine for people like me. You see, my generation never knew any real terror. We never went long without food, water, without air. We never saw our loved ones taken away, uncertain if you would ever see them again. We never saw people slaughtering each other in our backyards for the benefit of warmongering politicians. But I do know people who have. My grandmother and pretty much everyone she knew, when she was just a teenage girl. She never really had any say in how her life would unfold, and each of the stories in this game really happened to her. Her childhood home is forever tainted, and no amount of pain can change that.
All right, so we ended up playing through the whole thing, and I do not regret it. This was a really good game. So here's the deal. I always say at the end, verdict, do I recommend you buy the game or not? Absolutely, buy it, play through it yourself. There were some things I'm pretty sure I missed. Get the game. I think this was amazing. This was a really cool way to tell an oral history, and I would love to play more games like this, where I can actually play through someone's oral history. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. That's the end of this one. But if you like under $5 games, please come back every week for a brand new one. And there should be a playlist on your screen there. Go ahead and click that to see all of the under $5 games that I currently have played. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Heel leven draagt het mee. Dat wil we meegemaakt hebben. Oh.